This is a follow-up video to the student loan debt relief program that was just rolled out. Now, we don't know all the details yet, but I want to talk about the qualifications for the $20,000 Pell Grant, or if you don't have the Pell Grant, then it's $10,000. But I want to talk about these income limits. So the $20,000 or up to $20,000 or up to $10,000. If you have a loan that's smaller than those amounts, that's what they're referring to. What isn't clear yet is if there's a phase out. We don't know if there's going to be a range of income levels, or at least I haven't seen it yet. And if you have seen it, let me know in the comments down below, but I haven't seen it yet. So right now, the income limits for those that are filing as single are $125,000. So your income has to be below $125,000. And if you're a head of household or married filing jointly, it has to be below $250,000, which is kind of interesting that they attached the head of household to the $250,000, but that's besides the point. So let me talk about what you need to do. This is what you need to look at. This is what you can take action on right now. So if your income is above these amounts, here's what I would consider. I would look at your retirement plans and start contributing to the traditional side pre-tax. In the 401k, you can do up to $20,500. If you're a small business owner, you can get up to $61,000. Anyone can get up to $61,000. But as far as pre-tax goes, to actually reduce your taxable income, you're going to have a solo 401k in order to get to the 61,000 level. Also, if you qualify, you can do 6,000 into your traditional IRA as a pre-tax contribution, reducing your taxable income. And here are the income limits that I was just talking about: 125 for singles and married filing jointly, and head of household at $250,000. But this isn't the only thing that I want to point out, because as we're talking about these income levels, and I drew up this board the other day for another video, but I wanted to talk about it, so I just put it on this whiteboard really quickly. And these are, I have single here and married filing jointly. So if you're, depending on what your income is, it could be significantly higher. Even though these are targeting low and middle income households, it could be significantly higher, and you could still potentially qualify for this additional $10,000 or $20,000. So I drew up here different income levels on different deductions and credits that you might qualify for along the way. So I put it at the top. I kind of tried to put it in order. The savers credit is up to $2,000. For singles, your income has to be $34,000 or less, or $68,000 for married filing jointly. For the $2,500 student loan interest deduction, then your income as single has to be between or below $70,000 with a phase out up to $85,000. So below $85,000. Married filing jointly, same thing, but it has to be below $175,000. The child tax credit is $2,000. That's per child. And for those that are filing single, under $200,000, married filing jointly, $400,000. Now, hitting these credits, these are the credits. This is the income deduction, but these are the credits. The credits are going to help you on your taxes, but it's not going to help you on your reducing your taxable income for the student loans. But I want you to think of all the other things along the way, that if you're just looking at it through the lens of, should I put it into my 401k because I'm going to get this $10,000 forgiveness or $20,000 forgiveness, look at all of these other avenues too, especially if you're trying to make ends meet and you're just saying, well, there's no way I can afford to put that amount of money into my retirement plan. Look at what else you're going to get out of it if you qualify for it. Small business owners, that qualified business income up to 20%, the QBI deduction. That for singles, it's between the 170 and the 220, and for married filing jointly, 340 and 440. You really want to take a look at that. Again, that could help you quite a bit. And the premium tax credit, which I've talked about a lot on this channel. For singles, it's based on the poverty line. It's 400% of the poverty line. So I put the number up, 51,520 for somebody that's single. Now, for married filing jointly, it gets a little quirkier because it's 69,680, and then up to, that's for like married filing jointly, but then it depends on your household size, where you are, and a whole bunch of other factors. But generally, for a family of 6 at 142,320. So I kind of put that range in there. This gets missed a lot. Most people I talk to who have the premium tax credit don't pay attention to this at all. But this, I've seen it as high as $10,000 as an additional tax credit. So a lot of different avenues while you're reducing your income to put more money back in your pocket. The reason I wanted to point these out is because as you're going through with your retirement plans, you're saying, well, I can't afford to put this in here. Maybe it stings for a couple of months, but if you can get through it and get a refund from getting additional tax credits or additional deductions on your income, including this $10,000 and $20,000, it might make more sense to do it. You have to run the numbers. If you have questions on this stuff, let me know in the comments down below. I'm happy to do scenarios on future videos, but I just want to know kind of what you guys are thinking as far as where your income is and what you could potentially qualify for, and we can run some numbers together on future videos. But putting more money into your 401k, $20,500, will help reduce that taxable income. You can do both potentially. You can potentially, if you qualify for it based on your income and obviously where your income is. So that's where it's going to be. So 125, 250. Those are the numbers. But again, those aren't just the numbers. Reduce your taxable income to get them below those amounts. So let me know if there's any questions on this stuff, and we'll see you on the next one.